I think the mental model you have to use is you have to think of yourself as the founder or the entrepreneur. So if I look at the Walton family, they are the only ones who've held Walmart from 1970 till today. They held it after Sam Walton was gone. They held it when there were no Waltons running the place. There's no, I think there might be one Walton on the board or something. And they've had no control over this business, and they've held it for this entire period. Why should an investor use a different framework from an entrepreneur? So we see this all the time, right? You see entrepreneurs have 99% of their wealth in the business they create. And they go to sleep at night very comfortable with that. People say, well, they got control. Well, control is overrated. It's not really the control. I think that the framework we have to use is to think of ourselves as, if we are not the founder, we are basically an owner or a partner. So think of it as a partnership in a private enterprise. And so I think that once you make that shift where you say that, this is a family business and I own 30% of the business, I'm not the founder, but I have a significant stake and I understand the business, then those two, the investor and the entrepreneur, start blending. I mean, we see this over and over. You see the IKEA guy, right? I mean, basically, he put the entire company into a foundation. But, 99.99% of his net worth was IKEA. We just see that with all these entrepreneurs all over the place. And they remain comfortable. If you look at the Google guys, they stepped aside, but they kept their stake. Perfectly okay.